So what's going on, guys? Box here and welcome to a brand new episode of our F1 2021 career mode. We are getting straight into the race, so enjoy the intro and I'll get back to you on the grid.
Welcome along to the most popular city in North America and home now to the Mexico City Grand Prix. It's a sellout crowd as usual here at one of the shortest circuits on the Formula One calendar. So who, I wonder, will the crowd cheer on today to the top step of the podium? We're a long way above sea level here in Mexico today, which could pose some cooling issues for the cars as they make their way around this 2.6 mile lap. 17 corners with top speeds in excess of 220 miles per hour, and watch out for potential overtaking into turns 1 and 4. And I'm joined once again by Anthony Davidson to bring you the lowdown for today's race. Let's have a chat about McLaren. What do you make of their performance so far this season?
Well, the atmosphere within that team seems very positive at the moment. Everyone seems like they're in great spirits and having a lot of fun doing what they do, and that's definitely contributed to the performances we've seen.
Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. Good job yesterday from Valtteri Bottas. The Finn starts from pole position, and it's Lewis Hamilton alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen, Perez, Daniel Ricciardo, and Leclerc, Vettel, Norris, Fernando Alonso, and Pierre Gasly, Raikkonen, Stroll, Yuki Tsunoda, and Russell. Giovinazzi, Sainz, they've taken a grid penalty. Mick Schumacher and Nikita Mazepin. Latifi, they'll be starting further back after an earlier grid penalty. And Ace. That's it then, it's time to go racing as we head to trackside for today's race.
Right then, we are here at the back of the grid and we're starting with the race for this episode. I've not done any of the pre-race stuff we usually do. Thought I'd switch up the episode format. So yeah, I mean, R&D wise, we haven't done much. We bought a few minor upgrades, I think, to the chassis, and yeah, then they're both chassis upgrades, and one might have been aero, can't quite remember now. And the engine had seen better days. Now what I've done is I've had to take a penalty for brand new parts across the board on our engine. Now we did this earlier in the season. Well, not earlier. For the Singapore Grand Prix, which wasn't that long ago, really, was it? So I haven't done any durability upgrades to the car, and you can sort of tell, can't you? We've definitely suffered with durability here. I'm thinking I'm gonna start on the mediums and switch it for softs on our second stint. We'll go for 9 laps, 9 and 9. That might pay off quite nicely. Start on the mediums, switch to softs, that's going to be our strategy. So yeah, I start from the back of the grid because I took penalties to get all brand new parts across the board, and that should take us nicely to the rest of the season. We've got 4 races, including this one, to go, so the engine should be fine for the rest of the season. So we've come from the back of the grid before, we can do it again. Let's see if we can do it here at Mexico. Maybe we can pick up a few points, because our car is very competitive, especially in a straight line with... Oh, Alpine bought more minor upgrade to the engine power, so a little boost in performance yet again from Renault, doing very nice for us. But yeah, let's go racing then, see if we can pick ourselves up a few points. Here we go then, lights about to go out. What can we do from the back of the grid? Just behind Latifi there. It's a pretty decent start. Get the overtake mode on, and as you can see, got a brand new engine here, ready to go. I'm going to go to the outside here into turn number 1. It's all very busy up the inside, and there's Schumacher and Latifi. What's his teammate called? Mazepin. Whoa, there's hardly any room up the inside of Raikkonen. There's someone up my inside. What a crazy start to the race that was. Let's take a replay of the start. You can see just on the outside, had to go right out wide to avoid the back of the Haas. Get back on the circuit and we can challenge both Haas's through turn 2. And then we've got the Alfa Romeo side by side just up the road there. Back on board then. getting up the inside on the brakes of Giovinazzi, switching it to the inside of Raikkonen, again slicing our way through the grid, up the inside of Russell there as well in the Williams. This is very good. Very nice little run there. Very good actually. Oh, I haven't driven any laps. I did quick free practice. I didn't do a single lap in qualifying. Oh, and Mexico City, this circuit, one I'm not very familiar with, but we'll keep on pushing. We've had a fantastic start considering we're on the medium tyres. And yeah, it is quite a short circuit. We're doing 18 laps here. I'm really looking forward to the Brazilian Grand Prix. Really am looking forward to that. I'd like to know where our teammate is as I get out wide there. Let's see where he is, shall we? Let's see what Jeff has to say. He's only 2.5 seconds up the road. P9 Fernando is. Look at this, George Russell glued to the back of us. Of course he can come with us because he's got that Mercedes power unit. He's going to brake out around the outside as well. Use the extra grip from the soft tyres, but we had the race in line. Just able to keep him at bay for now. So Carlos Sainz 1.5 seconds up the road. That will have cost us time. Here comes George Russell again. I'm not defending with any overtake mode. On the brakes, we've got the inside line. Run it deep, just so he can't come back at us. It's very tight this first section, isn't it? But yeah, that Williams quick in a straight line with that Mercedes power unit. 1.3 is the gap to Carlos Sainz. Sonoda going very slow. What was that about? I was just about to say we picked up DRS for the first time on Carlos Sainz, and the engineer interrupts me with Sonoda going slowly. So that's another free position there for us. Up into P13. Very good start here. Not quite close enough to pick up DRS on Carlos Sainz. That's really going to hurt our progress. It would have been nice to pick up the DRS, but I think I can close this gap down to under a second. We've got the mediums on. We're going pretty nicely. We're going to be boxing on lap 9 for some soft tyres. But hopefully the soft runners will start to fade off a little bit. There's yellow flag through here. What's gone on here?
There's an incident in the next part of the track.
Okay, green flag's out now. What's gone on here? Lewis Hamilton out of the session. What on earth happened to Lewis Hamilton then? Was it just an engine failure? He's going slowly down the straight. He backed right off. Must just be a... Yeah, there goes the engine. Completely blown up. This isn't good here because everyone's going to get a free pit stop. I'm going to have to box for fresh hards. I'm pretty sure you can do that. I think you can go on hard or mediums, can't you? I'm pretty sure that works. You just have to use alternative compounds. You don't have to use the soft compound. Is that correct? Let's risk it and find out, shall we? I'm going to have to go for hards. I have no idea what our pace is going to be like unless I do stay out. So, I am going to come in for some fresh tyres. Going to come in for some softs. And we're right behind Fernando Alonso. Fantastic. I don't really know what else I could have done. Look at all this, man. This is crazy. Absolute crazy scenes. And we're actually holding up an Aston Martin here. Come on, get out of the way. How long does it take? We're going to be at the back of the grid. We're going to be at the back of the grid. We are at the back of the grid, effectively, apart from those people that haven't boxed. And I'm going to have to take these soft tyres. Well, they can take 9 laps. So I've just got to find an extra 4 laps. We're going to be behind the safety car for maybe 2 laps. So I'm just going to have to find 2 extra laps out of these softs, I think. We'll see. We'll see. Should I have gone for the hards? But our strategy would have been completely ruined. We really would have been ruined. I mean, especially coming from the back of the grid with hard tyres. So I'm just going to have to go and make these softs last. The other option was to stay out, but as soon as I'd have pitted, everybody else would have pitted. So everyone else would have already pitted. So as soon as I'd have had to pit, we'd have just gone to the back of the grid anyway. So we were damned if we do, damned if we don't. So I just went soft tyres, and hopefully it's a low deg circuit. It seems that way anyway, but I'm not pushing too hard at the minute to catch this safety car queue. But yeah, we'll catch you up and we'll get to the restart. We've got Gasly behind us. So, safety cars in this lap. I'm going to leave this tyre monitor up probably for the rest of this race. We're going to have to take these tyres 11, 12 laps when they should only go 9 really. But we're off racing again. Come on.
Is clear. Green flag.
And our teammate is in P14. And the safety car didn't let people unlap themselves, so poor Sonoda, I think this is, in P19 ahead of us. And it's such a long straight. If you leave overtake mode on, you just drain the battery like crazy. Oh, so right now I need to make some progress. I need to get back ahead of George Russell. I need to get ahead of Vettel, who lost out because we stacked and they got stuck behind us. Oh man, it was just crazy, crazy, crazy stuff. In the all because Lewis Hamilton had an engine failure, Mercedes engine failure. That's gonna spice up the championship a bit, isn't it? I need to keep an eye on the tyre wear. Hopefully I don't have to pit again. So there's no DRS, but I'm gonna go up the inside of Vettel. Oh, almost got up the inside of Russell. Hopefully we've got our front wing intact, but look at this. It's an absolute train through here. Let's take a replay of that. I just ducked out of the slipstream up the inside of Vettel. He didn't expect it. We've got a little bit of damage there on the front wing. Look, as we come through here. Here we are. Where are we? Oh, can't really tell. But we've got damage. Look, on our front wing. Let me show you. Ever so slight bit of damage. Hang on. Here you go. Wait for it. Here you go. There you go. Look at that end plate. Clipped the back of George Russell. Now, that could cause some problems. Hopefully not too many, but yeah, we'll see. We're back into the action, and everybody's sort of tripping over each other here. Come on, Fernando, give us some tactical slipstream. Thank you, Fernando. Look at this. He's going to go 3 wide with them. He doesn't care, does he? He really doesn't care. They're going to go 3 wide. Am I going to make it 4 wide into turn number 1? Of course I am. Oh, oh, wow. I don't think that was a very legal move. Yep, one in with Leclerc. Okay, you can call me the dirtiest driver ever because this was just stupid. But I will take it up the inside. We didn't get a very good angle of that, did we? Who can we take a look at? If we take a look on board, 4 wide here. Charles Leclerc, we made contact with apparently. We come up the inside. Alonso can't turn in. Let's take a replay from Ricciardo's angle here. You can see 4 wide. We come up the inside. Whoa! Someone was going to have to give, and it wasn't the Alpines. We come out on top of the Alpine there. Okay, really, you know, I should give the positions back. That was so dirty, but the game hasn't penalised me. I mean, pretty sure I should have got a penalty there, but the game hasn't penalised me. We'll just take it on the chin. We get away with it. And let's crack on. Come on. Latifi's next. I mean, I'm going to fade off anyway in the race. I mean, look, Latifi, has he not pitted yet? I don't think he has. I don't think Mazepin has he either. So, safety car really spoiled our strategy. Look at Latifi going defensive. I'm going to have to go to the outside. Give him plenty of room on the inside there. Mazepin's next on the list. There's still no DRS. Finally, it's enabled. That felt like it took a little while to come online, didn't it? There's the tyre situation. And now we've got to go and make a normal stint. We've got to make them last the race now. Oh, on the outside of Mazepin. Wrestle him out. Here we go, a bit of a cutback here. Get up the inside of Schumacher. He's going to have to back off. We had the race in line. We're through, up into P9. So I think this safety car has really jumbled up the order at the minute. I mean, Raikkonen, he's on the hards. He probably started on the mediums, so he's gone for the hards. See how that pays off for him. But, you know, this is going to make it a pretty interesting end to the race. Because we're in P9. If we can make the tyres last, I'm going to have to start saving the tyres. But I've got lots of overtakes as Raikkonen just completely moves out of the way for us. Thanks, Kimi. Oh, keep out of the wall and just steer around that final corner. No DRS. Oh, Kimi's in, so he started on the hard tyres, I think. Lots of people in as well. That promotes us up to P4. So, maybe this race won't turn out so bad anyway. I've not got to pit again, because I went onto the soft tyres. It's just about making them last, really. And if I can park the bus, but we've got that long straight, that DRS straight, but you know, we know we've got a good power unit. If I can save some ERS, this might pay off for us. It really might pay off for us. Let's see though. I don't know who's leading. Oh, it's a Red Bull 1-2 at the minute. Surely Giovinazzi's going to pit again. Perez is on the mediums. So maybe I can get past Perez. I don't know what tyres Verstappen's on, but he's absolutely bolted, isn't he? Oh, and the dirty air under steering. That's cost us big time. Oh, God. It's really difficult to follow cars through that sector. Come on, mate. Get out of the way. Giovinazzi coming to the pit lane, holding us up. So, we find ourselves from the back of the grid on a podium. What on earth happened here? A safety car gifted us the race win last time out. If you missed that episode, go check it out. That was crazy. And today, another safety car puts us on the podium. Fernando Alonso's right there. Alpine have got to be loving this. I know we're the third fastest car in the grid, but our chassis and aero departments aren't the best. We're in the lower half. It's just the power unit that's given us an absolute boost in the performance chart. And the durability is shocking. As you can tell, I've had to add on 2 whole columns in the engine department. So, yeah, let's see. My tyres now, they're starting to fade off, and you can sort of tell through here. Look at that. There's no grip. Let's keep it on the gap behind. 3.4 behind, 2.5 ahead. I think we lost time to Perez through that middle sector. The middle sector, we are struggling a little bit, but this is our first time in clear air now. So we'll have to wait and see as I'm... Oh my god, I'm all over the place. Let's see what the tyres are like, because I'm going to have to make them last. That was an awful lap. Let's see, where are we? Damn. They've taken a beating. They have really taken a beating. Can I come in on this lap? 14th. There'd be no point. I'm better off staying out and trying to hold on if we can. I'm not even going to look at the tyre performance charts anymore, but the front tyres are going to be a killer. And to be honest, I probably won't fight Fernando too hard because I don't want to back him up into Leclerc, and it's all about the team game here. We need the points for Alpine, not ourselves in the championship, because realistically we're higher than we ever thought, and it's going to be very tricky to catch Leclerc, although we are 2 positions ahead of him. Don't know, we'll see. So let's check in then as we end lap 14, 3 laps to go. That's the situation with the tyres. Front left is the limiting factor here. 3 more laps, we're probably going to be over 50% wear, but so far the pace is strong. It's still strong. I mean, Perez is obviously pulling away. Fernando's closed up 8/10 over the past, 3 laps, so if I can keep this pace up, and we're fine through the first sector, absolutely fine through the first sector. There's enough grip in the tyres to give us decent speed. We're only losing 0.5 on our personal best first sector on this lap. So it's the middle sector which is an absolute killer. The final sector is so low speed that, you know, it's sort of okay. So middle sector, these high speed corners, there's no grip. We have to lift right up, drop down the gears. Oh, lift right off there. Still can't get a perfect line. But, you know, the pace is strong right now. Whoa. Verstappen has an issue with his car. Right now, we need to push. I mean, he's so far up the road, 9.1 seconds. And you know what? He's actually still pulling away. So I don't know what sort of issue he has. But Jeff's getting our hopes up for absolutely no reason. Perez could get the win here. Right, we're going to be starting the final lap then. Got to use up all of this battery. We've actually closed down by about a second to Verstappen. Gap's now 8.3. But we've not been able to, you know, close right up. I thought it was like... I thought when the engineers said, you know, Verstappen's got an issue, that's it. He's imminently slowing down. I mean, we are catching up. Look, 8.3. It's fluctuating. Take a look at the tyres then, 51% on the front left, everything else is okay, really, considering how many laps we've done. And we've managed to keep Alonso at bay, falling back on Perez and Verstappen, but although we are the 3rd best car on the grid, that Red Bull has a strong power unit, strong aero package, and it has a strong chassis. So round here it works incredibly well, and that's why I think the Mercedes they're nowhere to be seen today, apart from causing safety cars and gifting us P3 potentially. Well, there's Bottas P5. This could work out fantastic as I completely missed my braking zone. Look at the fireworks popping off. Perez has caught Verstappen. Look at him. But he's not been able to get through. Look at the crazy fireworks. It's so distracting through that final sector. But anyway, take the flag. Max Verstappen wins. Perez P2. And we get back-to-back podiums.
Well done, good finish. You stepped up and achieved what we asked. Good job.
It's a performance to be proud of from our Mexico City Grand Prix winners. Anthony, tell me, what was it that helped them achieve this success?
Well, the safety car completely changed the race, didn't it? It's hard to say exactly what would have happened without it, but there's no question that they came out of that situation in a good position.
The drivers are en route to the podium as we speak. What a fantastic win for the Red Bull team. They performed exceptionally today, keeping us firmly on the edge of our seats throughout the entirety of the race. Congratulations to everyone at the team. Let's have a look then at the drivers' standings. Well, the gap at the top of the championship has been cut down after a difficult race today for our championship leader. So, Anthony Davidson, who would you rank as your driver of the day?
I have to give it to Ace. There was a lot going on all down the field, but they were the only one who I really felt maximised their potential.
It's time to check out the constructors' standings. No change in the top spot, but with today's points, their hold on the lead is getting weaker. Meanwhile, good work from Aston Martin this weekend, who pushed themselves further up the order. I'm equal parts exhausted and elated with this weekend of Formula One. Be sure to join us for the next one.
So then, crazy scenes here as we just look through the drivers and constructors standings. You can see we've closed right up 6 points of Lando Norris. Come on, Alpine, we can do this. And Fernando could get Carlos Sainz. And saying that, Charles Leclerc is only 12 points ahead of us, so potentially could we get P6 in the championship? A late resurgence from Alpine, Renault doing their part, providing amazing power unit upgrades. That ultimate upgrade for the turbocharger really has made a difference, and we've been able to push on because of that. We've been working away at the chassis and aero departments, very slow progress, but they're holding on. But the power unit's been the main thing. We worked on it early. Renault bought upgrades, and it's just paying now. And these upgrades, could we get Ferrari? There are probably going to be regulation changes. I've already heard little sneak peeks around the paddock because of that, and we're going to probably have to start adapting parts. So maybe the development ends here, or do I take the selfish route and think, right, I'll just change team, not adapt anything, keep ploughing performance parts this season and jump ship? I don't know, we'll see. But that's been it for today's episode. I'm going to leave you with the highlights. Because that was one crazy race. MotoGP career mode will be returning. I've just been focusing on F1. MotoGP real life season is on a season break, so we're on a bit of a season break as well. We'll be getting on that, jumping on that Ducati, trying to take the championship. But for now, we're going to be rounding things up very soon in this series, so make sure you stay tuned for that. As always, have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll catch you in the next one.